Good morning to you. Welcome all, catfish. We are going to be talking about stock symbol SOFI today. SoFi stock, and we got a little surprise for you today. It's Catfish Tyler. I told you I was going to be having some things coming in, and this is the first one of my additions. I hope you like it, and there are others on the arrival list that we will be trying out. And get your voting. Everybody's going to vote on these, and we might even make all of these available. But good morning to you. We're going to be talking about stock symbol SOFI. There was just so much to talk about that I could sit here for, and already have for almost a year. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. One thing's for sure and certain: if you're going to own this stock, SoFi, and several of these others that we're going to talk about today, you had better have some big these, okay? You got to have them. Because if you don't, you're going to have trouble. And you're not going to feel very good on occasion. And the reason I say so is because SoFi is one of the most, I think, day traded stocks on the market today. And I think it's a perfect scenario to make a lot of money holding a large core. Good morning to you. Oh, I see everybody going to be here. Yes, just added more SoFi. What an opportunity, guys. There you go, Brian Wilson. Bert Berenson. Good morning, Kat. Jeff Presley. Kat, is that your Tanner tribute face? I knew it. Somebody caught on. I was wondering if anybody was going to comment about that. Yes, it's Tanner Memorial Day, or not Memorial, but tribute to Tanner Day. And folks, please don't hit that like button. Do not hit the like button no matter what. Please, we're going to hit it all at the same time, everybody. Cat, that's good. Thank you. Hello, is SoFi a virus? That's the question. It's spreading like wildfire. I didn't know whether I should put that up or not today. Really, it's a little bit, I don't know. I think it's appropriate. SoFi was created by Noto and his friends, and that virus was created by a Fauci guy. And so there you go. Here on this channel, by the way, if you're and I just say this right off the bat, I'm going to let you know I'm not a financial advisor, guys and gals, but I've learned from trading over the last 25 years after winning a bunch of money on the Wheel of Fortune, and so I come on here to try to teach some people some things that I've learned over the years, and some people have made a lot of money along with me by using my day trading technique, and I show people this SoFi price history so that you can learn and see how doggone manipulated this thing has been. Now, to show it to you properly, we have to go here and take a look at this, folks. May the 15th, David Chiavarini, zero-rated star analyst, downgrades and target price of 250 on price hits 445. 20 days later, 29 days to be exact, 10/23, June the 14th, next day, 3 downgrades: Oppenheimer, Piper Sandler, Bank of America, because the shorts are screwed completely out of shares to borrow to short with, and they have to rely on these hoodlums to come out and downgrade the stock to higher target prices than their previous prices. So they called them downgrades, but every one of them raised their target price because it had jumped so fast from here up to here after the little game they tried to play here. They got caught. Everybody found out how horrible that rate analyst was. As a matter of fact, that analyst right there is no longer even on Ortex. They took him off. He's not even on there anymore as an analyst because they probably figured out what was going on there too. Anyway, after they got that the 1023 price and they called their help for the downgrades, the price dropped in 9 days to 771. They still lost a lot of money here, folks. They lost a lot, but it doesn't matter to them because they've made so much as they ran the price down from $28 to $445, okay? So they were shorting in heaven. They were making money like mad, and now things have turned around on them. And I'm here to be the one to profess it to you all. So thank you for being here. But anyway, look at that. 9 days after they had it to 771, then 27 days later, back up over 10. 9 days after that, 894. And 3 days later, 1170 on the earnings day. The earnings day when we announced that we could not meet the street. The price goes up 35%, I guess, here on not meeting the street for the first time in 7 months. You should have known right then they were manipulating the price, people. And I did, and I told everybody on that day that was here with me, sell it at 1166, and we did. Cha-ching! Do not hit the like button, folks. Don't hit it, no matter what I'm showing you. But anyway, after that, just 19 days later, they had it back down in the 7s, then to 9, then to 6s, then to 10s, then to 9s, then to 10s. And so we're going to go over 10 again, folks. That's what I think. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now, let's get over here. Hold on a second, and I will reverse this screen image. So those of you that are joining me can see, mowed the yard yesterday, and today I went out and set out back to have some coffee, and I was sneezing my full head off. I had to take one of those Zycons or whatever they're called. Zydol. But yeah, hey, Crispy, hello. Gonna be a good day today, yes. Hello and welcome. Jeff Parsley, Chris P, hi. Rusty Bratter, good morning, everyone. More Power for Life. U.S. retail sales, month over month, March 0.7, expected 0.3. Oh! U.S. retail sales, ex autos, month over month, 1.1, expected 0.4. All right, U.S. New York Fed, man. April 14.3 versus expected 7.5. And I said New York, New Year's. New Yearly Federal, man, I guess that's what that stands for. Welcome, everybody who's here on this channel. Do not hit the like button yet. We got to get the screen up here and show you what's going off in the world of finance. What is happening in the world of finance? Let's go here. Drum roll, please, ladies and gentlemen. This was Friday afternoon. As you can see, under low volume, they made it fall a whole 9 cents. But folks, there's a couple things I'm going to show you. But right now, we're going to refresh this screen and see where we are now at this hour of the day. All right? And do not hit the like button. Okay? All right? We're going to hit the like button, though, soon. Look at that, man. Nice. We're going to hit the like button at 9:18 and 20 seconds from now. At 9:18:48, because my favorite number is 8. All 51 of you that are here with me, we're going to be talking about Sofi today. And there is so much to talk about. I'm going to have to keep my voice down a little bit, though. I've been very, very loud Friday. Here we go. Right now, hit that like button, everybody. I hope you just did hit that like button at 9:18 and 48 seconds. I didn't do a countdown. Let's do one at 9:19:08. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit that like button, everybody, at 9:19:08. All right. Now, let me get my screen up here. I was looking at my analytics this morning, folks. Golly. I was looking back over the last 7 days, and it was just amazing to me. It says here on the top here, your channel got 25,858 views the last 7 days. Oh my gosh, folks. I mean, that is an increase like mad in subscribers in 7 days, 167% more than the previous 7 days. And part of that is because I am doing this from my camera now, and I've made some changes to my channel today that I think will increase that subscriptions even more so. Because as you all know, the more people that we get tuned in here, the more we'll learn about Sofi and why it's a good buy right here. And that thing I just showed everybody right there. This is why Sofi is such a great buy in the $7 range or lower. Because every time they've taken it down there to these ridiculous low prices of $4.45, It's always 7. It's gone over 10. Now, I want you to notice something, folks. It went from 445. After it ran up over 10, the lowest they could run it down to the next time was 641. So it made a 44% increase from this low to the next low of 641, which was on November the 19th. Just let me please let me show you. Okay. November the 19th. I believe it was. No, 21st. November 21st. There it is. November 21st. There's the lowest they could get it to, 641. All right? I'm just making sure you guys understand the history of this so you can understand what's really going on with the price, okay? So here in May the 15th, you had 445. And then when it went all the way up, folks, over $10 in 1 month's time. And during that time, I've already shown many on this channel, they had already used up all their shares, all right? Now, we got 94 people on this channel this morning already. And I want you to know that I really appreciate that. We're going to be showing you cost to borrow. And we're going to show you how many shares. And we're going to show you the relevance of them having no shares to borrow. Now, the first thing that I need to make sure you understand here on this channel is that these shares I'm showing you, the cost to borrow, it says the cost to borrow fee is annualized percentage. An account is charged for cost to borrow. Please note that the borrow fee and available shares on this page are solely based on the information provided by the interactive brokers. So the main thing for you to understand as you're looking at these pages here is number of shares available to borrow, okay? And every time that they get to where they don't have any shares left to borrow, like here, for example, at this time here during May, and I just mentioned to you that on May the 15th, SoFi's price was the lowest it's ever been. And on May 15th, notice how many shares they had used to borrow to get the price down to the 445, the May 15th price that I'm showing you. The reason they got it down to this number here of 445, right there in the center of your screen, the reason they got it to that number on May 15th is by borrowing shares. All right. Well, then after May 15th, everybody found out how bad that guy's interview was, David Chiavrini, and the $2.50 price target. And they said, wait a minute, that guy's a scammer. And so they started buying the stock like crazy. And the volume started running up, and they had to borrow more shares and borrow more shares and borrow more and borrow more and borrow more. And the whole time, folks, that they were doing that, look what was going on with the price here. Look what was going on day by day with the price. It went from that 445 up into the fives, and then the mid fives, and then up into the sixes, and then up to sevens, and then to 760 and 770, and then 8, and then 9. And their whole plan to run SoFi under at a $2.50 price target turned into a massacre, and the price had gone up to 1023. And look at the date, June the 14th. What do you know? June the 14th, less than 1 month from May the 15th and David Chiapanzi Day. What happens on June 14th? Google search that and you'll see that SoFi, 5 big analyst cuts. There you go. What do you know? SoFi slashed with 3 downgrades, and the date of the article that came out, 5 big analyst cuts, SoFi Technologies, the day the article comes out is June the 15th. Lo and behold, the day that the damn shorts have completely borrowed every single share that they had and were only remaining out of 10 million shares, all they had left on June the 14th was 600,000 shares right there. There it is. Actually less than that. 350,000 shares. On June the 14th, when all of these shorts had borrowed every share they could from March, April, May, and June, and the price went to $10.23. Lo and behold, here come the Goliaths in the analyst business, gonna save Shorty from losing all that freaking money. Oh my gosh, people. At that very moment in time, every one of you should know that what was happening here was called market manipulation. All right? Every one of you should realize that when you got 5 big analysts hacking the price down on June the 15th, the day that they've run out of shares to short with, that this is called manipulation. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Now, folks, right here on this channel right now, I want you to see who it is you're talking to. My name is Catfish Tyler, and I got some merch. Yeah, baby. We're going to be putting this up. I have to create it on the site, but pretty soon you're going to have the ability to buy this right here. And I've got Cap on the way. Cap should be arriving today. And I've got other shirts. And so I hope you like Catfish Tyler's shirt today. All right. For all of you fellow catfish that have been here on this channel, the thousands of people that are now subscribed, I say thank you very much, because I'm showing you how the stock Sofi is going to turn around and make you a lot of money. So I just showed you how the manipulation has gone on. And folks, it's happened here time and time again, because fortunately for the shorts, they were able to get themselves out of this major mess they were in with the sky price target rising. They got the downgrades, and then immediately after they got those downgrades from those people, and by the way, every single one of those downgrades, you look at the prices. Bank of America's downgrade was from buy with a price target, and look what it says, of $10 from $9.50. $10 from $9.50. How is that a downgrade? Okay. And it also said the other one up here, adjusted Piper Sandler, right up here where I'm highlighting. Piper Sandler, it says, adjusted its price target to 8 from $6.50, folks. And they are calling that a downgrade. Okay. I'm sorry, but when you're raising your price target, that's called an upgrade. All right. And this one down here, when you went from 10 up to $10 from 9, I'm sorry, people, but that is a upgrade. All right. Now, I don't know what this headline says with 5 big analyst cuts, because then they only talk about 3. And guess what? Oppenheimer's cut, they didn't even put a number down. Their raised price target was probably so high that they didn't even put a number down. And when they were all on TV, the guy from Oppenheimer said we had to do it because SoFi's gone up too far, too fast. That was their only reason for downgrading, is because he said SoFi had gone up far higher than the whole index, the Russell index. And so it was just overbought, and they had to downgrade it. They just had to. So that was it. It had nothing to do with them having 7 out of 8 quarters with profits and 7 out of 8 quarters with these kind of numbers during a pandemic. And what do I mean by these kind of numbers? I'm going to show you right now, ladies and gentlemen, so you can see what kind of numbers we're talking about. You see right here, during the whole time that CPI was horrible and inflation and interest rates were rising all through 2020, and all through 2021. And guess what? While the interest rates and CPI was horrible, guess what else was rising? SoFi's revenue, everyone. SoFi's revenue. And by the way, its earnings weren't doing very bad either for a company that was buying stadiums and signing deals and got a lot going on, folks. They had a lot going on. And if you go to quarterly, look, nothing changed last year. More and more and more and more. And their earnings positive. Folks, this is the kind of company you want to catch at this point in time. And I say this because of what the charts are doing. I don't give a damn a single thing about the daily BS that's happening. I don't care about the daily manipulation of this stock. I am looking at the long-term chart, people. I am looking at this picture right here that started on December the 8th. and has never looked back. This chart is doing exactly what it should be right here, riding along that lower trend line just like it should be. Every time they've attempted to push it below that line, it has done nothing but go higher and higher. This is the date right here. This is the midway point. And you can even see the mirroring effect that is happening here, folks. Look at this one here. There would have been one here, but we got a downgrade. All right, we got a downgrade. So we've got this one here. There would have been this one here. This one here really is that one. And this peak here is this peak. This drop is this drop. This drop is this drop. This peak is this. And there is, no in between, man. Look at all the volume coming in right there, people. Look at that massive amount of volume coming in right there. Damn. And folks, this is starting to go this way now because you got this that looks a hell of a lot like that to me. And then you've got this little pullback, which looks a lot like this over here. And then you got this pullback to here. And that, folks, is the final. Where is that? To that level right here? It's about the same point, isn't it? It's close right now. Folks, here's what I want you to be aware of. From this point, there is a gap to right here. You can clearly see on this chart right here, let me move it over. From this point right here where my level of resistance is here now, there is a definitive gap to this price. You can see it here again. When it was here to right up there, that gap was created on the drop. There it is again, bam, right there on the drop. So there's a big gap on this stock from this price of $9.82, folks, all the way down to this price right here, where my trend line is. There's a gap here, folks. This gap was created on the way down, and I assure you that this big gap that is an unenveloped candlestick is still here, all right? This gap from right here where the price is now, folks, from 813, if we break 813, we will be up here very rapidly to 933. Conveniently, that's the number it needs to be. It needs to be a 929 for this convertible notes to be convertible to a price of, 1229. 12. So, but at any rate, that is a very large gap that does exist. Right there, from 930, there is a big gap to 813, folks. I'm just letting you see that. All right. Now, we get back over here, and we're green. All right, that looks good. I cannot see your comments yet, so let me move this screen over here so I can get this up here. Just give me a second. Your channel, here we go. And get this live stream up so I can comment to what you guys are saying. And Mopar, I appreciate you providing that information this morning, as always. All right, let's click on this and see what's going on here. 110 here watching me this morning, and I appreciate your being here with me. Look at all these cats in the tank. I got to turn this volume down. Hold on. Let's put my headphones on. Why not? Let's hear that. Check 1, 2. Sounds okay. All right. I'm turning it down. I'd like to thank all of you who are here on the channel with me right now. And I got to just make sure I address everyone who's here. That won't work. This volume must be turned down. All right. Now, I hopefully still have sound on the channel. Kat, is that your Canon tribute face? LOL, yes. Hi, all. Gonna be a good day today. Hello and welcome, and hello. Jeff Presley echoing, oh, Rusty Prater, thank you for that donation. Morning, everyone. Mopar, U.S. retail sales. I'm going to pin this message. All right, we pinned that message by Mopar. Thank you for that. That report, he says, signals strong economic growth. In case you don't know, folks, we got strong economic growth and we got strong SoFi growth today. Boom, boom, off she goes. Katie Wentworth, isn't Danny Chia Pet negative 31% on his calls? Yeah, it's amazing. And his last company that he picked out, his number one pick, that went out of business. Katie Wentworth, thanks, Mopar. Mopar for life. Yep. Rusty gives out some money. Thank you, Rusty Prater, for your dedication. Thank you. Thank you, Rusty. I'm not looking at any other stocks yet this morning, but I will pull up the other ones that we have on our list. If you see one of them running that you are already monitoring, please let me know. AG Stocks, hello there. Welcome to the tank. I don't recognize you, so I hope you've considered subscribing. Cleon Corompilius. Cleon Corompilius. I like it. AG Stocks, good morning. Renata Almeida, Rusty. Rusty, bon dia, bon dia, bon dia. Renata Almeida. Mopar for life. I met Uncle Bruce this weekend at the Outback Steakhouse in Ontario, Canada. He was down the street from me, and he had to stop by and say hello. He bought me and my wife and many others a free meal. Ho, ho, ho. Nice. Richie, be good. I already did. Nice day, Mopar for life. Good morning. Yes, Mohammed. Assalamu alaikum. Richie, be good. I'm 25,857. All right. Xavier, yo. Richie, be good. How many shares they have to borrow? Oh, let's go looky see now. What do they have a borrow now? About the 2.9 million. That's low, people. The thing I like the most about showing you this cost to borrow is they had 10 million shares all here through February and March. But when they started to plan their attack in the end of March, and they started trying to run the price down, it went through May, June, July. All right, folks, this is a long time to run out of shares, okay? Over here, this ain't so long, okay, to run out of them. This is where they get in trouble, see? They've made themselves a hole, and they cannot return shares they start to borrow during this period here. They're not returning the shares here through March. March 11th, they failed to return 39 million shares on March the 11th. And the reason that they failed to return 39 million is because they only had 800,000 shares left to borrow. I go over here, many of you may not be aware of this, but I'll show you now. I like people to know these things. SoFi Institutional is what I'm looking for. There we go. Because I want you to see what I mean. There's a direct correlation. We're going to get over here to short interest. Let's see how many they have to borrow now. And we're checking this out. So, are you kidding me? Wow. You guys, they are screwed. Good morning. Crazy Tanner X. I heard Tyler. Why? Tanner. I got the SoFi virus is taking over the world. SoFi cannot be held back. It is spreading and spreading and spreading all over the globe, east to west, north to south, continent to continent. SoFi cannot be denied. SoFi is growing and stealing customers, infecting the whole banking community with their little bank in the hand called a cell phone. That's right there it is, folks. Right there in your happy little hand. Your bank that provides every financial need you could possibly have is right there in your hand. You don't have to get in your car and drive down to nowhere. You got it all right there in the comfort of your lap from your favorite reclining chair while you eat popcorn and watch concerts at SoFi Stadium, watch the NBA playoffs with SoFi's logo over the boards, backboards, chill boards, scoreboards, floorboards. SoFi all over the place. SoFi on TGL Golf coming up. Oh, yeah, all winter long when golfers won't have anything to watch. Yes, they will. They'll be watching ESPN, ESPN Plus. Yep, and they'll be watching golf with the best quality, highest rated players in the league. TGL Golf, the NBA announces SoFi as their official bank of the NBA. Everybody, I want you to know, if you come over here and check this out, it is insane how many venues, how many ways SoFi and NBA official bank. It is amazing to me how many ways SoFi gets out the message about their bank. Look at this. This is on Yahoo Finance. This one here is on X.com. This one here is on YouTube. This one here is on Loyalty something. Instagram right there. There's Instagram. They're using these stars, folks, to get their message out. They're using high visibility stars all over the world in every venue, including this one here, the golfer, okay? This one here. It is insane, folks. I'm going to show you. This is gorgeous. SoFi, number 4 ranked golfer. Yep, a number 4 ranked golfer signs a deal. Signs on. And you can see right here the images of this gentleman right here wearing with pride the SoFi shirt, folks. You're talking about millions and millions and millions of viewers who love golf seeing this gentleman who just won the U.S. Open and I believe made it into the Masters. Someone help me out there. I was busy mowing and doing all kinds of stuff here yesterday. Mopar for Life definitely didn't happen. Of the Year award goes to you. How many shares they have to borrow, Gary? I heard Tyler White. Mopar definitely didn't happen. Of the Year award goes to you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Jeff Presley, please offer a shirt with your slogan. Oh, I would. I am. This is just to get the idea of the shirt. All right, this is just to get the idea of the shirt. I want you guys to see, we're going to be having some catfish shirts. It's going to say right across here, I could be wrong, and then on the back, but I don't think so, okay? That's what I want to do, or I might be wrong. I'm not sure. I might just have that. I'm not sure, but you tell me. Maybe you guys let me know. Yeah, we got ourselves some catfish attire. And that's going to be coming out and available very soon. I got some hats, too, for you guys to join in and get yourself a hat. And let's do me a favor right here, please. Let's hit this like button at the same time on the screen, everyone. Let's hit the like button over here. Hold on, not yet. We're going to do it at, we'll do it at 9:48 and 8 seconds, okay? Don't hit the like button yet, but we're going to do it at 9:48 and 8 seconds. And I like the number 8. As you can see behind me here, I'm a sports enthusiast. I like the Detroit Tigers because my dad was from Lakeland. I spent a lot of time in Lakeland, Florida, going to many, many games there on Sundays after church. And I'm a Red Sox fan because I grew up in Winter Haven, Florida. And I'm a Clint Eastwood fan. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, Clint, baby, yeah. And anyway, so I'm a fan of many other things, which I try to represent right here. And I just want you to see it all. There you go. And I appreciate your patronage here on this channel. I am indeed, when it comes to holding SoFi, I am an ape, people. I'm an ape. All right? There's no doubt about it. I've been holding SoFi since the day David Chiaverini came out with his crappy downgrade and his target price of $2.50 a share. So I'm here to let you know that I'm a competitor, okay? I'm a competitor, and that's all there is to it. Now, I want you to please consider hitting this like button here in just a moment. We got about one more minute, a minute and a half, and we'll hit the like button together. Let's see. I'm pretty sure that we're going to see rate cuts very soon. One of the articles that came out here recently said it seems as though they're getting fidgety to do it. They're itching to do it, and I think it could be on the next one, but I'm not going to weigh it either way. It doesn't matter to me about rate cuts. I've already shown people why it doesn't matter to me about rate cuts, and that is because SoFi has always increased revenue every year, all through 2020, 2021. The CPI data was horrible. The inflation was crazy. The interest rates were rising the whole time. And what did SoFi do? Rose right along with it because it diversified. It diversified. It didn't just focus anymore on just doing those student loans, okay? They branched out. They bought a tech company. They bought a bank. All right? They did things they had to do, and they did them perfectly. All executed perfectly, and he's going to keep executing. And the next thing's going to be executed is all the shorts of this stock. I guarantee you. All right? Because of what I'm showing you here. When I say SoFi is like a virus, it's because they're spreading all over the place, folks. When you go over here and you put in on Google search, and by the way, you got to understand, they do these things without anybody knowing it. Okay, nobody knew this NBA deal was coming, but SoFi was working on this for a very long time. That's why they already had all these commercials in place. All right, that's why they had, if you go over here and you click on video about SoFi and the NBA, folks, you're going to see all kinds of videos that are out there that were run, these advertisements run on television during the NBA All-Star game, which was just on recently. You're getting yourself in front of millions and millions of people, and that's what SoFi does over and over. And they do it without people knowing it. It just pops on, and bam, they make the announcement, and then there's all their commercials that they've been working on for the past few months. All right? Like Teva says, this SoFi and NBA is way bigger than I thought. All right? This is a big deal, and it's done at the perfect time right before the playoffs. And it's even better because now we have what are called play-ins to get you in if you get a wild card bid and you get a play-in and then the playoffs. They've double extended this. It's like it's just like the wild card games going into like the baseball did and Major League Baseball did. They're doing the same thing. They're going to get more money, more television coverage, more advertisement bucks, more. And SoFi is the one that's doing it. And SoFi is the one that's spreading like wildfire. YouTube, there were so many people that mentioned this on YouTube. And not only them, Instagram. This is another commercial SoFi has run on Instagram. Here you go. TikTok. The hustle is real. SoFi, the official bank. Folks, the official bank of, and it says here, I love this, SoFi, the official bank of ... TikTok. Even the view of that looks good, folks, whether it's true or not. This is huge. All right, SoFi becoming the official bank. This is what I mean. And all these videos, and look at the sources of them. There it is again on TikTok. It's not every weekend you become the official bank, right? I mean, folks, this is great news. This is great news. You cannot beat it. TGL Golf is going to be huge. I'm doing a search for it right now, and I'm going to hit enter SoFi TGI Golf. Folks, this is where it's all going to be. This is it, man. There's a video on it right here at the top, youtube.com. And here we go. I'm going to let this thing play. I will not. There's the stadium, folks. Palm Beach Gardens. They'll be playing all through the winter time. All the golf lovers around the world and all over the United States and Canada and everywhere will be able to watch their favorite golfers. They'll be able to hear the dialogue going on between the players and they will be able to tune in and see a whole new game of golf with a golf course that has something like 600 actuators underneath the playing field so they can change the undulations and the topography. All right? I don't know what this person's talking about, but I wish we could see. They're all, I'm not going to, there it is. Let's get on over here. But this is just a video on YouTube. I guess this is what the rendition of the stadium is going to look like. They've made a new rendering lately because they're changing the roof design. They're not going to do what they were. This is the new roof design, and it's going to be very durable and hurricane force 5 rating. The other roof was only 4, and they've gone to 5. And these are the guys behind it all. And not just these two are in bed together. You got Justin Bieber doing this. You got the Serena sisters doing this with them. You've got LeBron James is in on with the money on this, man. These are big, big people that are involved in this, what's about to happen with TGL Golf, everyone. So why do I say SoFi is spreading like a virus? Because it knows how to get the branding out there. Did you know that just 1 year ago, they would stop 100 people on the street and only one would know the name SoFi? They're stopping 100 now, 1 year later, and if you stop them, 10 know. And by the end of this year, 20 will know, and even more, all right, because they're growing that fast. They're so good at getting themselves in the spotlight, folks, all right? This is Catfish that's talking to you. I got some new shirts coming out here, and I'm going to be trying different shirts each day. And if you like the shirt, you can get one of these soon, and it's going to say, I could be wrong. All right. All right. But I got to get those. I'm just going to find out which shirt design you like the most, and then we'll do that. So here's the first shirt right here, and then give me a moment, and I'll put the second shirt on. All right. Okay, so this is the second shirt right here. I hope you like it. It is a little bit harder to see it, but maybe you can. So this is a possible, okay, this is not necessarily the one, but this is another one that I have, and I may offer up several, different ones. But this is another design that I'm thinking about, and you can let me know if you like that one too. And like I said, I may make them all available. It takes a little while to do this on YouTube. I've got to figure out a way to get it all done, okay? Next. Don't go anywhere. I'm still here. Okay. And this is number 3 right here. I appreciate all those hearts out there that I just saw. This one here, shirt number 3. And again, I could be wrong. Or it might say, I don't think so. I don't know. We'll have to let people judge. It costs more if you do front and back, obviously. So, I mean, if you think it's worth it to put, I could be wrong on the back, but I don't think so. Anyway, that's the third shirt right there that we might be making available to everyone if we have enough interest in these. Hold on. Okay, and here we are with the original. I really kind of think I like this one the most. I do. Well, you guys can let me know. And like I said, especially that second one, I'm not too keen on because you can't really see the catfish very well. But at any rate, these are the shirts that I'm thinking about putting out. And I want to thank you for being here if you're interested. Let's see. Okay. All right, back up here to where Rusty, man, I am so far behind in this chat. I apologize, everyone. But we're going to look here at the screen. Hold on a second. And we're going to turn this around. And we're going to see what is going on. Hold on. Boop, by there. And come back over here. Oh, yeah. And we're going to put this up here. There we go. Look at that bottom right there. Boom. She got double bottomed, and that was it. It was really a triple bottom today. Triple bottom, you can see it very clearly. There's your first and your head fake. There's your second and your double head. And there's your third. And look, here's the difference, folks. Do you see how that's a very sharp point? And then here's a very sharp point. But here, do you see how it tapers to that point? This is called building, okay? This right here is manipulation. And this is building a position. See the thickness of it, and it's different. See, it's different from those. I'm here to educate you on these little things that you need to look at and make a determination. To me, this looks like nothing more than building right here for this continued move up. All right, this is not what we've seen here and here. Okay, I'm just saying that. All right, that's what I'm showing you. And guys and gals, I'm showing you over here on this chart right here. As we continue this climb, and I mean, just look at this chart, folks. It's a thing of beauty. You had to know they were going to come at this stock and try to start accumulating it all through here. All right. And then when it got to get this run, they accumulated all through here. And look at this, just hitting that trend line I have there and going exactly off of it, exactly like it has the last few times. There is no doubt in my mind where this stock is going. And what I try to show you the most on this chart here, folks, I'm going to back this out a little bit, is there are some massive gaps on the way down. When they were running this price down from $28 to $4.45, there's a huge gap up here that still exists from right here at this number, $20, okay? There's a very large gap that exists between that $20 there and right there, the next level down, right there. See where it traded sideways for about 3 weeks right there? All right. And what price is this where it was when it was trading sideways there? It's about right there. Come on, help me out, cursor. Help me out. Oh, I get it here. Oh, come on. There's where it is, right there. 18. So there's a $2 gap, people. A very large $2 gap between this line right here. All right, I'm just showing it to you. Expect this when we're climbing and we go to 18, we should quickly jump back up to 20. Now, there are other major gaps here, and this is one of them right here. Folks, look at there. There is not even an enveloping candlestick at all. This is one massive gap right here, and it exists over here too. See it? This is what I'm trying to show you about learning to analyze charts and realize where your price resistances are going to be, knowing where to day trade them out. So right here is obviously going to be a number where there's resistance at 945. I mean, the dang thing was all the way from right here, right there, 321. There's the date down there. All right. So March 21st, they held this thing sideways there until right there. March 21st until when? April 4th. So for 3 weeks, it traded sideways right there, folks. But I want you to know there is a very large gap to the upside off of this 982 right up to this number right here, right? To 1218. There's a very big, no wonder they didn't want it to go over 918 so bad the other day. Remember about 3 months ago, 918, it became like, it was even less than that. It was a month and a half ago, 918. No wonder they didn't want it to go over that number. There's a big gap from there up, folks, even to 1158. So you've got massive gaps that were created here over this period of time from 3.2 until 3.15. In 2 weeks, folks, in just 2 weeks, they made the price drop from 1158 in 2 weeks only to this price right there, 793. Wow. Golly. $4 down in 2 weeks, folks, and it could easily go from this number right here. I'm telling you for a fact, from this 933, this gap right here is still there, 787. Folks, when we break over 788, this gap is still here. Please pay attention to what I'm trying to tell you. All right, this gap is still here. When we get to this number, they will be in trouble. 813, you can already see they tried so hard to stop it there because they know it too. They know this gap is here and this gap is right here on the way back up. And those gaps are still there, people. They were created on the way down and they exist on the way up. That is my philosophy. That is the way I think. And I think that once we get past right in this range where we are venturing now, we could see some incredible moves up. All right. And I think they know that. And I want you to realize that today, if you look at shares available for them to borrow at this brokerage house, and what this says to you, so you guys can understand this, what I'm on here, this is called, the site is called companiesmarketcap.com. And they show you how many shares and the cost to borrow. And they show you how many shares are available to borrow. And it says here over the last 7 days, available to borrow in the last 7 days. So be aware of something, folks. Right here, you got to understand cost to borrow is rising on these guys. All right. And this there, it says, hold on. There'll be even more information I got to share with you, which is important before we go any further up here. All right, just give me a second. There it is. Come on, baby. Where is it? It's weird. I'm not seeing it anymore. This is not what this is. Just shares available to borrow at one of the premium brokerages. Okay. This is not all of them, okay? And I have to make sure you understand that it's not as if right now, this morning, okay, but this can be used as a gauge to see how many shares are available at most brokerages is what this is for. So this is just one major brokerage that they're showing here, one of the big brokerages houses, and they're showing how many shares are available. But isn't it interesting to see when you look over here this morning how many shares are available to short this morning? And I go over here and I go, this is more recent. Look at how many shares they have available to short right now. Out of 10 million, 6 days ago, 5,000 shares available to short, folks. All right. I'm going over here to show you how many shares are available to short right now. Okay. Okay. What the heck is this here? What happened to most current, like updated 24 minutes ago? I'm on the wrong stock. This is showing me something I don't want. Hold on. I mean, I'm not on the wrong stock necessarily, but I want to see here short interest. There we go. Okay, that's more like it. All right, so right now, I was wrong about earlier this morning. I don't know how I got on this MX thing, but right now, here's how many shares they've got available to borrow, 3.2 million at this one brokerage. And that's why I wasn't seeing what I was looking for up here, okay? It says up here, this table shows the number of shares of U.S. SoFi available to be shorted at a lending prime brokerage. It is not the total number of shares that are available to short, nor is it the short interest. But it does not include data from other brokers or dark pools. It is a small sample, and it is useful for tracking the rise and fall in demand for shares throughout the days and weeks, okay? And this is what I'm showing everybody, is that here back in May, when they gave the downgrade and target price of $2.50 a share, they thought for sure that would make the price drop. But instead, everybody looked into the analyst and found out he was a sham. And then they all started buying back in, and the price went from May 15th low of $4.45 that day all the way up to $10.23 in 1 month because everybody didn't fall for it. And then, of course, on June the 14th, when the SoFi shorters were down to 350,000 shares left to borrow, and that was it, on June 14th, lo and behold, what should come along but a downgrade on that very day from 3, it says 5. Look at that day that they downgraded it. June the 15th, folks, they downgraded the stock. What do you know? Right when these shorters were completely out of shares left to borrow and had only 350,000 left, lo and behold, you got 3 analysts come out. And I don't know about this headline. It's very deceiving because it says right here, 5 big analyst cuts, SoFi Technology slashed with 3 downgrades. What's this 5 big analyst cuts? You know, that doesn't apply to this. And by the way, you should look at the downgrade from Piper Sandler because they adjusted to $8 from $6.50. See that? A price target of $8 from $6.50. That is an upgrade, people. And down here, Bank of America downgraded from $9.50 to $10. Isn't that an upgrade, everybody? Excusez-moi, but je pense très bien que c'est un upgrade ici, monsieur et madame. Mesdames et messieurs, si c'est possible que vous parlez français, je dis merci beaucoup que vous êtes ici avec moi aujourd'hui. Oui, c'est vrai que je parle en français. Yo puedo hablar español también, si es posible. Ustedes hablar español. Muchas gracias por venir aquí como amigo hoy, este día. Yo tengo las shirts here como uno gato, catfish, gato Pascal. Muchas gracias. And it's possible if you speak some Creole. Moi, c'est très content d'être ici avec moi aujourd'hui. La raison comme parle créole, c'est parce que m'intéressé en Haïti, l'homme de pitié. That is a little Creole for you. I learned while I was living down in Haiti. And I lived there and I put in wells and I took teams of doctors out to get vaccinated, and we built schools and churches, and we did a lot of good things for that country, which is in turmoil right now. And I've been back several times since I lived there, and trying to do what I could, do my part, and contribute, financial as well as with my wisdom and knowledge of the language. Okay. And so there you go. Just a little bit about me that you may not know. I'm a musician. I have over 120 original songs on YouTube. You can just go down to my playlist there and click on that. And if you want, you can go right to your music provider online. And I'd appreciate it if you do that, because if you don't have the funds to contribute to the channel and send me money like Rusty Prater does every single day, then you can do a contribution by just going to my music on your music provider. Go over to Spotify or Google Play, Apple Music, look for my name, Tyler, last name Self. And if you don't know how to give money, I'll show you right now, just briefly. This is just a pause for the cause, people. Don't worry, it's not all about the money. But there is my Cash App right there. You can send money to my Cash App right there if you'd like to. Or if you want to, you can go over here and send money to Venmo. And that way, I get all of it. It doesn't go to YouTube, their portion of about 20-something%. So this is one way. And another way is, if you're on the stream, you can go down here to that dollar bill sign that's right there, right below the chat where you guys are pouring in with chat. And you can click on that dollar bill, and it'll give you two options. You can either go with small donations like we get often, and that's fantastic, or you can give large donations if you go to the super chat. That's an option there. So there you go, everybody. I want you to see something here. Right now, I would like to ask each and every one of you to please hit the like button at the same time. We're going to do this at 2:12 and 48 seconds. So here we go, folks, at 2:12 and 48 seconds. That will be 20 seconds from now. I just simply like, if you can contribute in this way, it's a small way, but it helps a lot. And that is by hitting the like button at the same time. So here we go. We're going to count it down, folks. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Hit that like button right then and there. And let's get even more people over to this channel, which shows people why Sofi is like a virus today. All right? Like a virus. It is growing. It is expanding. There's nothing they can do to stop this expansion. There's nothing they can do to stop it from running up in price from here to over $10, because it always does. I show you people something here very, very quick that you can learn from. And I'm sorry that I'm not answering all of your questions at this time. But Rusty Prater, thank you very much. All right. All right, let me get on up here. AG Stocks, hi. Cleon Karamplis, hello. AG Stocks, good morning. Tanner, I heard why. Let me get on down here, man. There's so much. Jeff Presley, good morning. Carl C-Mac, yeah, buying pressure coming in. Good time. Muhammad, yes. Thank you, Rusty. Levikov, do you know Russian? I do not know Russian. I'm sorry. I do not know Russian, Levikov. I know I have several listeners here from Russia. I know that's for sure. And one of my favorite artists on YouTube, the improviser, is fantastic. He's from Russia, I know. I know that. Sofi Bears almost convinced me to sell this morning in pre-market. Glad my order did not go through. Yeah, Chris P. I bought in more, actually. Yes, CXW7SH. Welcome. Watch out, brother. They won't tolerate this. Stay safe. See it. Carl C-Mac. I was worried too. Thought the market would dump out, but my Amazon was up by 1% at one point. Convinced me to hold. Good, Carl. Chris P, I'm holding due to earnings coming up. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very, very smart to do that. Recovered penny chaser. Banks earnings were high. Goldman Sachs went up over 20 a share. Yep. Hey, Kat, what is your opinion on when we will see rate cuts? Very, very soon. They're promising 3. If they don't do it, I don't care. I've already made mention of this many times, all during rate cuts not happening, and in fact, rates rising through 2000, 2021, 2022, CPI data horrible, interest rates rising, inflation climbing, and SoFi doing the same thing, everybody. Don't worry about interest rates. SoFi has that covered, all right? Don't worry about that. They're diversifying. They've gone into Lori Ascension at work. I've caught myself. Let's see. Hold on a second here. Thank you for CXW7HH. Watch out, brother. They won't tolerate this. Stay safe. I appreciate it. Carl Seamack. I was worried too. Thought the market would dump, but my Amazon was up 1%. Okay, I'm holding due to morning recovering. Banks earnings were high. Hey, Cap, what is your opinion on what we see rate cuts? Jolie Lynn Santos, try find this big BEEG. Okay, good time says he did. Jolie Lynn Santos, muchas gracias. Buenos días. Buenos días. Dame un momento, por favor. BEEG. Ok, yo vaya allá ahora. Yo no puedo. No symbol BEEG aquí, yo no comprendo. ¿Qué es BEEG? Dígame, por favor, Joji. Good time. He did. Ascension at work, I've caught myself saying I could be wrong, but I don't think so during meetings. Hey, I mean, it's effective, folks. And you got to cover your bases, you know. Ascension 191. LOL, what's on your cup, Catfish? Okay, hold on, I'll show you here. And everybody, the reason I have this Catfish cup like this is because you got to have a pair of these right here if you're going to hold on to SoFi. The SoFi, the mug that you should have. You've got to have a pair. And what this is it was given to me as a Christmas gift from my stepson. And it says, and I'll turn this around so you can see what it says. In fact, it says, even though I'm not from your sack, I know you've still got my back. Happy Father's Day. All right. There you go. That's my son right there sending me the love, my stepson. And he was just over here over the weekend. So everybody, thank you for being here. Rabbi, talk about SoFi. It's insane, folks. Come up here and type in SOFI and then put in number 4 bank. Number 4 bank. All right. Well, it might be number 4. Announces with number 4 world rank. Hey, 5 days ago. Now, this is a repeat of a story that broke out some time ago. Wow, look who jumps up on this story right here when I'm talking about this. And the number 5 bank or number 4 bank. Let's just do this. I'm going to show you guys a little secret right here. You get Control and F on your keyboard, and a small box opens up in the bottom left down here. And then you can put in bank. And then it will jump to everywhere bank is on the page if you click this little box right here. See? So you type in bank, Control F, bank, and then it will jump to anywhere on the page that the word bank is located, like there. All right. Congratulations to all the 2024 Banking Tech Awards finalists. Banking. Here we go. Content Hub, bank over there. Click the arrow again. There's a lot of bank information on this page. I'm looking for what I wanted to find, folks. Why you want to get me off here? It says, it's because it's the number 4 world ranked golfer. Well, that's another deal. Let's put top 5 bank. See, this is why SoFi is everywhere, folks. Okay. SoFi is getting their hands in pie all over the country. It is indeed, like I say, a virus. And it says here, when or will SoFi become a top 10 bank in the U.S.? Folks, they've already gone from bank number 400 a year and a half ago to bank number 72. In a year and a half, it's unprecedented growth. No bank has ever climbed so rapidly as SoFi in the history of all banks. None. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. All right? I could be wrong. SoFi named him the official banking partner of the NBA. Wow. Top 10 digital banks. I wonder how many of those basketball players are going to be direct depositing their money right into SoFi's account. Top 10 digital banks by total funding. This in FinTech magazine. This is what I mean, folks. And now again, I don't have to search everywhere for it. I go down to my search box, I type in SoFi, and there it is. There it is, right there. Number two. Chime is listed at 2.3 billion above SoFi. And then there's SoFi. Huh? What doesn't make sense about that? Nubank is number one with 4.1 billion. Nubank. Folks, come over here. Come up here and put in Nubank. What's going on there? I can't even find a Nubank. That's weird. But I want you to know, folks,